Hi, I'm Andrew Gibson. I'm CTO at AutoScheduler, and I want to showcase a new part of our product, something that has just come out. We won't be using real data, and that'll be obvious as we step through that some of this is made up because we don't need to share customers' data. This is development data. Okay, so this is a phone app. Our regular application is based in the cloud and it's very detailed, and it's intended to help planners in warehouses execute their work. This is for a slightly different audience, but it's going to use the same source data. This is for maybe the warehouse manager or the supervisor or even the regional manager who just wants to get a sense of how are things going at the site based on the schedule that is out there, the schedule we've already built. So this is the landing screen. This is where you get when you open the app, and this is available for Apple and it's available for Android, and they look the same. So the landing screen shows us at the top there how many shipments are planned, how many receipts are planned, and the selection here is for the next 4 hours. Right? So within the next 4 hours, you're going to work on 13 shipments and 6 receipts. And the red there tells you that some of these are going to be substantially late, which is not good news. Further down the page, you can see for various resources, and these can be people like case pickers or lift truck operators, or for equipment like pallet jacks, forklifts, and yard trucks. And right now, it doesn't look as though most of those are being heavily utilized in the next 4 hours. So, maybe there's something that can be done in the schedule to try and improve things. A little further down at the bottom there, you can see, and this is set to show you work hours, how many hours are going into case picking, each of the different activities that are happening in the warehouse. And right now, the vast majority of that work is going into unit load picking and put away. Okay, so let's go to the next slide and we can drill down in a bit more detail. So that we were just on the overview page, we're now on messages. This is showing a message for a particular shipment. I've already drilled down to look at a particular shipment. And this is an automated message that comes from the system that says, this particular shipment is now scheduled to be more than 10 hours late. No, not that it is currently 10 hours late, but based on the schedule that has been built, it will be more than 10 hours late. And that may be something you're not very happy about. If we go to the next slide, this is showing details about the schedule that's been built at the warehouse. And we can, scanning down the page, make sure that the various optimizers have run. We can see the workload by time bucket over the next 3 days for each of these different actions, case pick, unit load pick, etc. We can see what's happening with inventory and how that's evolving over time. And we can see a very detailed view, hour by hour, in this case over the next 36 hours, for each of those resources we mentioned earlier. Okay, next slide. So back to the frontier. A very obvious question you might ask when this comes up, and it's your warehouse and you're really bothered about the fact that a number of shipments are planning to be late. You can click on that little red segment and find out exactly which ones are going to be late. Now, I think in this example, we actually clicked on the ones that are going to be slightly early, but it's the same mechanism. So go to the next slide. So for this, I can see we have 3 shipments that are at least 6 hours early. The icons are the same ones we use in the application. So the little lightning symbol, for example, is telling me that this is a live load, it's not a drop. I can also see it's associated with a cross-dock, and I can see how complete it is with the percentage at the far right. And if we were to click on one of these, we can drill down into further detail. And next slide, please. We can see that this shipment is to a certain number of customers. Remember, this is development data, not real data. And I can see the schedule, when the appointment is, when we are planning to start work, when we are planning to end work, any work that's been done so far, the work that is remaining, the details on the transportation, and the tasks that are remaining to be done. And I can drill down into that level of detail for any of those shipments or for any of those receipts, and then go back to my messages screen and send a message to the planner saying, we need to resolve this. I need to, we need to prioritize this work over the others. They make some changes, and the next schedule that is created reflects those requests.